Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you, but is about them. It's a tricky one. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 184, NASDAQ up 68, S&P's up 14.5, gold contract down $3, trading at $12.02 an ounce. Silver, $14.18 an ounce. Light sweet crude, up 94 cents, $69.84 a barrel. We're going to have the API numbers out this afternoon at 4:30. And the way that this is trading, if we go over and take a look at this oil market, it's going to be intriguing watching this shake out. Why? Because we had wide price spread out here today in oil. The low of oil was $68.53, high $70.42. That being said, you are dying on the contract volume. We've done 210,000 contracts, while you're going against 650,000 contracts when this thing was going south. 685,000 to be exact. We got over that price point today, meaning $70.28. We got the 70.42, and it closed underneath it. That's basically a failure. So you're at the high end of the consolidation. The high end of this consolidation is the 70-71 area. The low end of this consolidation is the 63 to 64 area. If we go and take a look at the XLE, the large oil and gas equities, bottom line, they also couldn't hold price. They're coming right into the downdraft that had been created out there from the 25th of May, as well as the 15th of August. Bottom line, you got up into the price point of $75.37. You didn't make the swing high, and then you basically gave it up in price. So the XLE is also looking to go back and test the 7170, and we'll see if, in fact, number one, do you get the test? Number two, does it break down at those levels? Notes and bonds, this is going to be a big one out here. So we take a look at the notes and bonds. What you have is this. We'll hit the note first. The 10-year note broke its August swing low. So swing low is 118.27. We're at 118.24. Bottom line, if we take a look at this in the continuous contract, the way this seems to be setting up on the continuous contract right now is that unless it saves itself like ASAP, meaning in the next couple days, you got game now down to the 118. Well, I see. Interesting. So what? Actually, this is going to have a chance to save itself, and this is why. So the low for the year, and for quite a few years, okay, is 118.10. So we came off of that in May, and we came off of that with big strength. We went from the 118.12 to 118.29, and so 118.29 now is going to be game. We'll see where that shakes out. It's only 2 ticks down. 30-year, we take a look at the 30-year. 30-year is a little bit different. The 30-year, down a full point today. We're at 141.13. Oh, my God. This is wild. Okay, so check this out. So the same type of strength that we got on the 18th of May, the top of that is 141.12. The bottom's 140.05. It looks to me like the 30-year is going to go to the bottom, though. We haven't hit the top yet. The reason I'm saying that is that the 30-year is set up differently, meaning that on the 10-year, it was the following day that it basically had already made a bottom. The 30 did both. It had made the bottom and gone to sign a strength in the bottom. If we go over to the TLT, which is the 20-year bond fund, that little baby broke your swing today of August 1st. Now, we broke it with a lot less volume. We did 9.7 million versus 13. That being said, you didn't hold price. So what that does set up is that sets up, it can get down into this 117.29. Interesting. Same type of setup. The low is 116.09. It's going to need some help. It's definitely going to need some help. Volume-wise out here, what we did in the NYSE, we did 730 million. It's not bad volume. Inside the NASDAQ Composite, we did 2.3 billion. Now, the composite's going to get interesting. This is why. The composite was going into 2.4 and 2.5 billion, and that was the downdraft that was out there on the 5th and 6th of September. And what you had here is that the composite, in the context of how these markets actually moved higher, just didn't have as much juice as you'd think it would. Because you got to remember something. It's the NDX 100, NASDAQ Composite that likes bringing you higher. Bottom line, they like bringing you lower, too. We go over and take a look at the SMHs. SMHs out here, basically up 80 cents, flat day inside the SMHs. And those are the babies to keep your eye on. Why? Because inside the NDX 100, as well as the NASDAQ Composite, they move both of those indices. King dollar, bottom line is king dollar. The bulls and bears, they are fighting over this area in a huge way. You had light volume out here today. Realistically, the number is the 93,995. And what that number is all about, folks, that's where a good old king dollar really made it stand. Went higher by almost a penny and a half in one day. That's a big move. We went from 92,500 up to that 93,995. And that's where the fight is, because it makes sense, too. Bottom line is that the bulls want to see that stay in the higher mark, and each time that it's come down, there's not enough selling. So the bulls have been winning this consolidation out here each and every time you've got down into that number. It gives it up each and every time we've come up to the number of 95,280, which is basically the top of the consolidation. It's a very tight consolidation. That's where the volume also dies on the vine. So that's gonna get shaken out. The real question is it a few more weeks or a few more months? Some of the higher volume stocks out there, you're gonna hear this all over the place, because Telray, folks, is that this is the moonshot. This is the cannabis stock that went public July 18th at $20, at $17. It's trading $154 today. It went up $34. The expansion out here today, I'm sure it had to do with, this was the first foreign company bringing pot into the United States that the DEA is allowing. Stay right there. We got our man Jason Path coming up next with that.